Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you Mr. Peter Lawford in tonight's presentation of Suspense.
Tonight, Autolite presents part one of the first detective novel ever written, a tale considered by many to be the greatest ever written. Wilkie Collins, The Moonstone. Our star, Mr. Peter Lawford.
Last call.
Last call for what, Harlow?
Why, last call for that winter car check, Hap. Not much more time to get the oil and grease changed, put in antifreeze.
And check those important spark plugs, too.
You said it, Johnny Plug Check. The spark plugs are the very heart of a car's ignition system. They've got to be right for quick cold weather starts. So have them checked by your nearest Autolite spark plug dealer. He's an expert on cleaning and adjustment.
But suppose those spark plugs are worn out, Harlow.
Why then, Hap, your Autolite spark plug dealer will heartily and happily suggest a set of world-famous Autolite spark plugs, like the amazing double life resistor spark plug.
So get those spark plugs checked tomorrow, and you'll avoid cold weather sorrow.
And do it at your Autolite spark plug dealers. To quickly locate him, phone Western Union by number and ask for operator 25. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite presents part one of Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone, starring Mr. Peter Lawford, hoping once again to keep you in suspense.
Not my lord. There's the house.
Silence, boy. My eyes behold.
Have you chosen a place, my brother?
Beneath these trees, my brother. Are we observed?
No. Begin it.
Boy, look to my eyes.
Please, not again. Please don't miss me.
Look to my eyes.
Yes, my lord.
In the name of the Regent of the Night, Lord of the world, whose arms embrace the four corners of earth, your servants, O Lord, dedicated to end the vile sacrilege of unbelievers, dedicated to restore what is rightfully yours. Use this body we offer you. Give us the power of your sight.
He is ready, my brother.
See the Englishman who has returned from foreign parts.
I see him.
Is it to this house and no other he will travel today?
To this house and no other.
And he brings it with him?
Yes, he brings it.
And as the sun sets, he will enter the house?
I can't see.
See? Tell us.
I can't. The yellow mist rises in my head. I can't see.
This is enough, my brother. He will come, and he will bring the Moonstone.
It was in May of 1848 that I received news of the death of my uncle, Colonel John Herncastle. The letter caught up to me in Italy with instructions that I return to England and perform my duties as executor of my uncle's will. Not having seen my uncle since childhood, I felt neither one way or the other about his death. But I remembered the stories. A black sheep with a strong dash of savage. He had fought in India and come home with a vile reputation which had closed the doors of all his relations against him. His sister, Lady Julia Verinda, had taken the lead in this respect. Colonel John never set foot in her great Yorkshire house. Naturally, this all went through my mind as I entered the office of our family lawyer, Mr. Matthew Brough.
Well, Mr. Franklin Blake. You're looking fit, quite fit.
Thank you, sir. You're looking well yourself.
Let's see now. How many years has it been?
Oh, 5 at least, sir.
5. My, how time flies. Well, sir, now, this letter of Colonel Herncastle's will. You're acquainted with your duties?
Yes, sir. I've signed papers, and there's a birthday gift left to my cousin Rachel Verinder. I'm to take it to her.
Good. Now to work. First clause provides for support and safekeeping for his animals. Cats and dogs and horses he seemed to prefer to human company. This paper covers that. You sign here.
All right, sir.
Second clause directs his fortune to be used wholly for the establishment of a professorship of chemistry at Cameron University. Rumors were the colonel was addicted to opium. I suppose that explains the chemistry. Sign here.
Yes, I've heard he took drugs.
The third clause you might as well read yourself. Read from here.
Right. Thirdly and lastly, I give and bequeath to my niece Rachel Verinder, only child of my sister Lady Julia Verinder, the yellow diamond belonging to me and known in the East as the Moonstone. Mr. Brough, a diamond?
Oh, yes, there's a diamond, all right. Read on.
That said diamond should be given to my niece Rachel on her first birthday after my death, subject to the condition that her mother, Lady Verinder, be living at the time, and that my diamond be given into the hands of my niece by my nephew, Franklin Blake, in the presence of my sister, the said Julia Verinder. This I do in free forgiveness of my sister's conduct in closing her doors to me and publicly injuring my reputation as an officer and a gentleman during my lifetime.
And a most generous forgiveness it turned out to be.
The wicked colonel's diamond. Do you have it here?
No, the bank. Been in the bank vault for years. At one time, the colonel hinted of a conspiracy against him, claimed the stone was some sort of sacred Indian jewel, part of a four-handed moon god, which to any serious person sounds like drug addiction.
Is this Moonstone really worth anything?
We've had 3 appraisals. Caused quite a stir of size and color. There's a flaw, but the least value put on the stone is £30,000.
30,000? Well, the old dog.
There was also a paper instructing that if he died mysteriously, which he did not, the jewel was to be sent secretly to a diamond cutter in Amsterdam and cut up into several smaller stones. That way he thought to destroy its identity.
Strange. The colonel knew its worth. Why?
Nothing strange, sir, when it comes to drugs. When will you be leaving for Yorkshire, Mr. Blake?
And tomorrow afternoon. Lady Julia's invited me down to stay for 2 weeks before the birthday.
You'll carry £30,000. Take care, my boy.
I shall, Mr. Brown. You know, somehow I wish that I'd seen more of the colonel.
Heavens, no, sir. God rest his soul. But he was truly a wretched man. Goodbye, Mr. Blake. My regards to Lady Verinder, Miss Rachel.
Bye. Early the next morning, I went to the bank, presented my authorization, and was led to the strong room. I unlocked the family vault and saw a little wooden box. I slid open the cover, and nestled in cotton was the stone. Even in that dim light, there streamed a burst like the harvest moon. It drew my eyes into a yellow deep as unfathomable as the heavens themselves. A strange, eerie feeling began to grip me, almost hypnotic. I had to force myself to close the lid. I put the box carefully in an inside pocket, left the bank, and plunged into the street crowd, reaching the station just in time. Towards noon, I arrived at the quiet country town of Frizinghall, feeling almost my natural self. For 2 weeks, the Moonstone was going to be my responsibility, and I prudently decided to place it in the local bank. I then hired a carriage and was driven out to the great Verinder house sitting high on the Yorkshire coast near the sea. The place had practically been a second home in my youth, and I felt a warm, comfortable sense of return.
Mr. Franklin, sir. Won't you come in, please?
My lady and Miss Rachel are out, sir. We weren't expecting you till this evening.
I had a sudden change in plans. I hope it's no bother.
Oh, no bother, sir. Only my father, he was so looking forward to meeting you at the station.
Your father?
Betridge, sir, the family steward.
Oh, good old Betridge, of course. So you're his daughter. Well, you were just a bet. Where is he?
Down the beach walk, sir. The place they call Shivering Sand. He went to fetch one of the maids to lunch.
That ugly place? I'll surprise him.
Mr. Franklin, pardon, sir, but do you know any traveling jugglers?
What?
Indian jugglers, sir. They came to the house to show us their tricks. I overheard them talking about a gentleman from foreign parts coming here, and you're just back from the continent. His father drove them off because he thought they had snakes.
No, I don't know any jugglers.
Excuse me, sir. Father said it was silly. Excuse me.
The beach walk led to one of the ugliest little bays on the Yorkshire coast. It was quicksand. At the turn of the tide, the whole face shivered and trembled in a most gruesome manner. Rounding the dunes, I saw two figures watching the tide. A woman and the plump, friendly form of old Betridge.
Why do you visit this horrid place, Rosanna?
I'm drawn to it, Mr. Betridge. Something draws me. Sand, the way it shivers.
Betridge!
What? Who is it?
Don't you recognize me?
Why, Lord, this is Mr. Franklin.
How are you, Betridge?
Our fine boy, all grown to a man. Rosanna, this is our Mr. Franklin.
Yes, I know Mr. Franklin.
You know me?
Yes, sir. From your pictures in the house. Excuse me. Please excuse me.
Oh, that's an odd girl.
Rosanna's our newest maid, sir. She's a bit strange. Mark it down to that. I must say you're looking the pink, sir.
Thank you. Tell me something, Betridge.
Anything, sir. What?
About the Indian jugglers who were here. I met your daughter.
Edgar, if Penelope's bothered you, sir, I'll...
No, not at all. Just tell me, what did they do?
Nothing, sir. You know how women are. She was down by our front trees and heard some of their rigmarole, asking a boy they had about a gentleman from foreign parts, and did he have it about him. That's all, sir. See.
I see.
Something wrong, sir?
No, not really, I'm sure. Come along. Perhaps it was silly. A conjure trick. But I felt rather clever for having put the diamond back in a bank. Still, it had to be coincidence, and reaching the house, I resolved to keep my imaginings to myself. Lady Julia and Rachel weren't expected home till sundown, so I went to my room to unpack. I lay down on the bed to rest, and I must have dozed off, for when I opened my eyes, it was dark. Who's there?
It's me, sir. Rosanna.
Oh, what are you doing?
Just coming to wake you, sir. It's near dinner.
Good Lord, I haven't even unpacked.
Oh, I did it while you slept, sir.
It's the dinner bell. Blast. I haven't got time to change. How do I look?
Oh, ever so elegant, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you, Rosanna.
Franklin?
Yes, Lady Julia.
Franklin, dear boy, so good to have you back.
Oh, it's good to be back, Lady Julia. You look exactly the same.
Oh, you're kind, Franklin. But you, I don't think I'd have recognized you.
I would have recognized you, Cousin Franklin.
Rachel, dear.
This is Rachel?
This is Rachel, the little girl whose hair you so delighted in pulling, and put frogs down her back.
And got kicked in the shins for it. I can't believe it.
That you did those things? Why, Cousin Franklin.
Well, no, I mean, you're beautiful.
Really, sir? Thank you, sir. And you've grown handsome. Now we're even.
Rachel? Now come to dinner, you two. Franklin, you must tell us all about the continent.
And there it began. Rachel was undoubtedly the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. I couldn't take my eyes off her. In the days that followed, I found myself trying to spend every waking moment with her. Recalling our days as children, walking, riding. I even thought of bird watching. By the second week, I was very deeply in love.
Franklin,
Where are you?
in here, my sitting room.
Well, what on earth is...
I'm painting. This door needed doing, so I'm doing it.
I know, but cupids and birds...
There. All done. Now don't smudge it, it's wet. This one's supposed to be you. What do you think?
Well, it's not quite my nose. Who's this fancy one here?
Oh, that's Godfrey Ablewhite. Cousin Godfrey, don't you remember him?
Dashing Godfrey. Oh, yes. The ladies' man. Works with women's committees or something, doesn't he?
He'll be here for the party tonight. All the Ablewhites.
Party?
Franklin, today's my birthday.
Oh, good Lord, Rachel. Stupid. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. I'm dying to know what it is.
What?
Well, the Black Sheep Colonel's gift. Mother said it wouldn't be anything nice. Well, you did bring it.
Well, yes. Rachel, what time is it?
Almost 4.
I've got to do something. There's just time. Not having mind for anything but Rachel, I'd even forgotten the day. I rode full speed to Frinzinghall, took the diamond from the bank, and returned all dust and lather. I bathed, hopped into my party clothes, and made it downstairs just as the first guests arrived. The Ablewhites, Mr. and Mrs., twin daughters, and ladies' committee man Godfrey.
Cousin Franklin, lovely to see you. Oh, pardon me, cousin, there's Rachel. Lovely to see you.
He went to Rachel and very neatly monopolized her attentions. The rest of the guests arrived, and then, thank heaven, it was time to open the presents.
From the late Colonel Herncastle. A box.
No, Rachel, not that first.
Oh, don't be silly, Mother. It won't bite. Oh, my, look. Just look.
Exquisite. Simply exquisite.
Mother, look at it.
No. Put it down, Rachel. It means no good.
I looked at Lady Julia. Her eyes, set in an ash-white face, were riveted on the diamond. She quickly recovered her composure, but underneath I saw the same uneasiness I, too, had felt when I first saw the Moonstone. Then I knew why the Colonel's gesture of forgiveness had left the diamond to Rachel. She was fascinated, but Lady Julia was repelled. She could have thrown it as far as she could.
Oh, look, everyone. Out on the terrace.
The whole party turned. Standing on the terrace were 2 Indian jugglers and a boy.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Peter Lawford in Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone, tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Harlow, who is this Johnny Plugcheck, anyway?
Well, you might call him the motorist's conscience, Hap. He's here to remind us to beat winter by having the oil and grease changed, putting in antifreeze.
And the most important thing to do is check those spark plugs, too.
You sure should. The spark plugs are the heart of a car's ignition system. When they're right, your chances of starting every time are better than ever. So have your spark plugs checked. If replacements are needed, your Autolite spark plug dealer will recommend Autolite spark plugs, like the Double Life Resistor spark plug that gives you smoother performance. And the Resistor spark plug is only one of a complete line of Autolite spark plugs, ignition engineered for every use. So before winter hits hard...
Check those important spark plugs. Don't delay. You should have done it yesterday.
Yes, see your Autolite spark plug dealer, because from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Peter Lawford in Elliot Lewis's production of Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
As if from nowhere, the Indians appeared on the terrace. The party streamed out to watch them. They were doing some ridiculously simple tricks and not doing them too well. Rachel was standing quite near them. I went to her quickly.
Where on earth did they come from?
Rachel, where's the diamond?
Right here in my hand, see?
Don't hold it up like that.
Well, they've stopped. Is that all?
All right, you fellows. Here's money. Now be off with you.
Thank you, sir. Many thanks, sir.
Well, really, there wasn't very much to it, was there?
They picked up the money, not at all eagerly, and went off down the drive. There was only one thing to draw from it. What the Colonel believed of the Moonstone was true. It was not forgiveness, but his vengeance. And I had been the instrument to put it in Rachel's hands. The dinner was quite gay, except for Lady Julia, who seemed very solemn, and myself. The talk turned around the diamond, Cousin Godfrey leading the abominable joke.
After all, it's only carbon, you know. Just carbon.
We should heat it over a fire, Miss Rachel. Expose it to a current of air and, poof, no more anxiety about its safekeeping. Not funny, Mr. Blake?
No, Dr. Candy, it didn't strike me.
I suspect you haven't been sleeping well. You should let me give you a course in medicine.
In my opinion, Dr. Candy, your course in medicine and groping in the dark are one and the same thing.
Ah, but you're groping for sleep, sir. I could help.
I've heard of the blind leading the blind, Doctor. Now I know what it means.
No, really, sir.
Gentlemen,
If I may say.
ladies, please. Shall we continue in the drawing room? Betteridge, brandy and soda for the gentlemen.
We adjourned to the first note of the seasonal rainstorm. I hoped to reach Rachel, but Cousin Godfrey made his move quicker and was already swarming over this charm. He was staying the night, and since I felt a great urge to kick him, I prudently kept to myself. The approaching storm prodded the guests home early before the roads turned to mud. Dr. Candy was the last to leave.
Yes, storm's the least of my worries. A doctor's skin is waterproof, you know. Well, good night, Mr. Blake.
Good night, Doctor.
If you're troubled sleeping tonight, try a brandy and soda. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, that's that. I think I'll bid you all good night myself.
No, not yet, Rachel.
Oh, no, not yet.
Rachel, where are you going to keep the diamond?
The cabinet in my sitting room.
My dear, but it has no lock on it.
Mother, is this a hotel? We've no thieves.
I want you to come to my room, Rachel, first thing in the morning.
Yes, Mother. Good night, Godfrey.
Good night, Cousin Rachel. See you early.
Rachel, may I see you up?
Please do, Franklin.
What were you and Godfrey...
Talking about? He proposed to me.
You're not going to... I love you, Rachel.
A little more time, Franklin, please.
The diamond, I've got to tell you...
I'll put it right in my cabinet. Good night.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, thank you, Betteridge.
There's a brandy and soda nightcap at your bedside, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Franklin, wake up, sir. Please wake up.
What? Betteridge, morning already?
Yes, sir. Something terrible's happened, sir.
Rachel.
She's all right. The diamond, it's gone.
Get my robe. Thanks. Come on. How did they break in, Bettridge?
Who, sir?
Those blasted jugglers, of course.
I've been all over the house, sir. It's still locked up tight. Don't worry, cousin, please.
Rachel, I want to talk.
No, I don't want to talk. I won't.
Lady Julia, how is Rachel? Is she...
How ill? She's upset, cousin.
You won't talk about it, Franklin, even to me.
I'll go for the police. Bettridge, saddle a horse. The fastest you've got. I dashed to my room, dressed quickly, and got outside just as Bettridge arrived with a horse. I rode full gallop, furious with myself for not having spoken up about the Indians. I was only thankful they hadn't touched Rachel. Reaching the police at Trinsigal, I rushed in and received the shock of my life.
Are those your jugglers, Mr. Blake?
Sir.
Yes. Yes, those are the ones, all right.
Ah. There was a fuss at the tavern. The three of them, according to the record, have been here in jail since 11 last night. From what you tell me, this Moonstone was still in the owner's possession at 11. These men couldn't have taken it.
I saw the record with my own eyes. It was impossible. If not the Indians, who? Almost a year was to pass before the discovery of the truth.
Suspense. Presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Peter Lawford, in part one of Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for Autolite, the world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. In 28 plants from coast to coast, Autolite makes over 400 products for cars, trucks, tractors, planes, boats, and industry. These products include bumpers, die castings, and batteries, such as the famous Autolite Stay Full, ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, both standard and resistor types, voltage regulators, wire and battery cable, Autolite Bullseye sealed beam units, and Autolite original service parts for all Autolite electrical systems. Autolite is proud to serve the greatest names in the industry. So, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
Next week, the concluding portion of the first detective novel ever written, The Discovery of the Truth, Part 2 of Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone. Our star, Mr. Peter Lawford. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliot Lewis, with music composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone was adapted for Suspense by Richard Chandley. In tonight's story, Ellen Morgan was heard as Rachel. Featured in the cast were Betty Harford, William Johnstone, Ben Wright, Herb Butterfield, Pat Hitchcock, Norma Barden, Eric Snowden, Alistair Duncan, and Dick Beals.
Peter Lawford will soon be seen co-starring in the Columbia picture, It Should Happen to You.
And remember, next week, Mr. Peter Lawford in the concluding portion of Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone.
You can buy Autolite standard or resistor type spark plugs, Autolite original service parts, and Autolite Stay Full batteries at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is the CBS Radio Network. Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you Mr. Charles Lawton in tonight's presentation of
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents the dramatization of an amazing document in which an unbelievable voyage is chronicled, beginning with that moment when Fletcher Christian led the men on HMS Bounty to mutiny. The Revenge of Captain Bligh. Our star, Mr. Charles Lawton.
Well, Hap, you're doing a little reading? Looks like a good book.
Well, it's not, Harlow. Sure can't tell a book by the cover.
Well, it's the same with spark plugs, Hap. You may not always see it, but there's a big difference.
What's the difference, Harlow?
Well, in Autolite spark plugs, the difference is ignition engineering. That means that Autolite spark plugs are designed by ignition experts. The same Autolite engineers who build complete ignition systems for many of our leading makes of cars, trucks, and tractors. Spark plugs are the heart of the ignition system, and Autolite specialists know just how to design and build spark plugs for the finest all-round performance money can buy.
Well, ignition engineering makes the difference with me, Harlow.
Well, it should with every driver who is interested in long, smooth, and efficient performance. That's why millions of wise motorists specify and insist on world-famous ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, either standard or resistor type. Remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite presents transcribed Mr. Charles Lawton in The Revenge of Captain Bligh, hoping once again to keep you in suspense. This story is true. It is gathered from the court records and the diary of a naval officer who performed the incredible feat of sailing an open boat some 3,600 miles from the Friendly Islands to Timor, carrying himself and 17 others to safety. It is the story of a man's tenacious hold to life and a principle which he held even more dear. A ruthless disciplinarian, a great man of the sea, a man with one goal, to see justice done. This, then, is the chronicle of Captain William Bligh, in command of His Majesty's ship, Bounty.
All right, now, get up before we put a gun to you. You hear me? You listen. All right, my lads, now you hear this. I'll do you all justice before I'm done, for I know who's and who. Christian, you lily-livered wretch. You and the whole besotted lot of you. You're hanged. I'll see you hanged, and your names will be cursed through every ship in His Majesty's Navy. Remember what I say, Mr. Christian. I'll come back. Remember, I'll come back.
We were 19 in number. The size of the launch was 23 feet from stem to stern and rowed 6 oars. 4 cutlasses were our armament and no other arms of any kind. We were cast adrift with 28 gallons of water, 150 pounds of bread, 30 pounds of salt pork, 6 quarts of rum, and 6 bottles of wine. We were so deep and lumbered that there was 7.5 inches of wood amidships between us and the sea. And that's the way it was when we dropped astern of His Majesty's ship Bounty. A ship in full mutiny, commanded no longer by your obedient servant, Lieutenant William Bligh. Having little or no wind, we rowed pretty fast toward the island of Tafo, which bore northeast about 10 leagues distant. The spirits of the men were low, and I had to do my best to cheer them. For myself, I was resolute. I was going to live to see a trial and vindication of my command.
I'd feel a sight better, Captain, if we had an armful of muskets.
So would we all, Mr. Hayward. So would we all. But we haven't, and must make the best out of what those scurvy knaves have given. In with a will, lads. Captain Bligh won't let you down. You'll all live to swill ale and pinch a bit of strawberry jam again. Mark my words.
That bird is almost hull down, Captain.
Aye, they're bound for Otaheite. They flatter themselves with the hope of a happier life on that island than they can enjoy in England.
I heard some of the men talking about the women there a few days ago, sir. But I never believed that it would lead to mutiny. This.
Well, it has it not, Mr. Harris? And like true British sailors, we must take the good with the bad. On the right, lads? Our task is to forget the past until an opportunity presents itself to remember. Then we'll have justice. Meanwhile, we'll put in at the fore and take stock of our position. Give us a song, lads. An easterly breeze sprang up, which enabled us to make sail, and we reached Tafar in the evening, though not before dark. There being no anchorage and the shore so steep that we could not land, we were obliged to keep the boat under the lee of the island with 2 oars. Thus we spent our first night adrift.
Captain Bligh, sir. Wake up.
Not asleep, Mr. Hayward. What is it?
Able Seaman Hall, sir. He's been at the water cask.
So you say?
Aye, sir.
Able Seaman Hall!
Aye, sir.
You were drinking of the boat's water supply.
I was thirsty. We got the island line over there. Come morning, we'll have all the water we want.
You're familiar with the island of Tafar Hall? You know we'll find water? You know the natives are friendly. They'll allow us to come ashore? You know nothing. Now I speak to every last soul in this boat. Our situation is dangerous, but not hopeless. If we maintain discipline. This we shall do. Able Seaman Hall, no water for 24 hours.
That ain't fair.
36 hours, Able Seaman Hall. And you will address me as befits both your station and mine. Captain Bligh. Do you have anything else to speak of, Able Seaman Hall?
No, sir. Captain.
Very good. Quartermaster.
Aye, sir.
You will be in charge of the water casks. We shall determine the rationing after we have explored the island in the morning. That is all. As I saw it, it had to be that way. These few men loyal to me were going to live. I would see to it. And to live meant measures which in their very harshness could mean the salvation of us all. Little did we realize then that our lot on that first day was a veritable paradise compared to the hell that was to follow. At daybreak, a very nasty squall arose, and we were in imminent danger between wind and wave of swamping. A great surf was running into the island, and it was not until later in the morning that we were able to effect a landing. This we did in a cove with a stony beach where I dropped the grapnel about 20 yards from the shore, which shelved very gently.
Grapnel holding, sir.
Very good. Mr. Harris.
Aye, sir.
You will take 4 men, Linklater, Norton, Smith, and Samuel.
Aye, sir.
There is a possibility of finding breadfruit coconuts, but most important, water. However, I don't wish you to venture into the interior more than a quarter of a mile. Take 2 of the cutlasses. If you see any sign of natives, you are to return immediately.
Very well, sir.
They've been gone for over an hour, Captain.
I am well aware of the time of the day, Mr. Hayward.
Well, sir, I was wondering, perhaps they've run afoul of the natives.
In which case, if we followed, we could do no better than run afoul ourselves. No, Mr. Hayward, with that musket and pistol, we dare not take the risk.
Aye, sir.
These islanders, all of them, Mr. Hayward, treacherous. You must remember that. If anything were to happen to me, you would be next in command. I give you warning now, for I've sailed these parts. You must behave with the utmost circumspection. Undertake no landing unless you take reasonable precautions, such as we do here, lying at anchor from the shore. Better wet feet than cut throat.
Aye, I'll remember, sir.
Captain, I see them, sir. Up on the bluff there. They're running.
Yeah, there they are.
It's natives. Natives after them. Oh, look. They're even great bloody stones.
Hurry!
Quartermaster. Oh, sir.
There's over 100 of them. 2. Our lads will never get down in time, sir.
We'll give them every chance to, Mr. Hayward, until it is no longer safe to remain.
Go! One of our lads is down. Look. Who is it? Can't see. He got bashed by one of them bloody stones.
Get to your oars, lads.
I can see Mr. Hallett, sir. I can recognize him and Smith, Samuel, and Linklater. It's Norton they've hit up there. Oh, you look at the doing, sir.
That's enough, Mr. Hayward. Heave the grapnel, quartermaster. We'll stand by with oars.
I can't. It's foul, Captain. I can't move it there.
Get another hand on the line, quartermaster. Give the lands a hand over the side. Now, heave, lads. Heave for your lives.
Get down, Captain. Get down, you damn
Heave. The natives were already wading to the boat, and one had his hand on the grapnel line. The grapnel, still fouled, wouldn't give, and if I had not had a knife in my pocket with which I cut the rope, we would have all perished on that spot. As it was, their attack with the heavy stones, which the natives threw with great accuracy and skill, disabled a number of us, including Mr. Midshipman Hayward. The unfortunate Jonathan Norton, who had been felled on the bluff, was a loss I felt most keenly. Thus, we escaped the onslaught of the Tofoan natives and, setting sail, steered for the open sea. It was at this point that I decided to tell the men what was in my mind.
Provisions are accounted for, sir. We lost 3 bottles of wine, 1 of rum, 5 pounds of pork in the attack. Bread is in good condition.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. All right, lads. Here is the plan I have considered. I put it to you as the most reasonable for our well-being.
We're with you, Captain.
All right. We set a course for Timor, where there is a Dutch settlement.
Timor? That's a full 1,200 leagues, Captain. Not in an open boat.
In an open boat, Able Seaman Hall. 3,600 miles. The closest point of safety, unless you prefer the sanctuary of another Tofoa.
Captain, begging your pardon, sir, but we have no maps. Precious few instruments.
I am aware of that fact, Mr. Hallett.
I say no. Without provisions, and overloaded as we are.
I am not asking permission, lads. I am saying thus and thus. I give you the privilege, as sailors of His Majesty's Navy, of knowing the captain's decision. A rare privilege indeed. From this moment, the rations will be as follows. 1 ounce of bread and 1/4 of a pint of water a day. The pork will be equally shared in 1 ounce portions every 2 days. I shall now demand your promise that you respect my order, for in so doing I promise you that you shall see England again.
You have mine, sir.
And mine?
I'll give mine gladly, Captain.
So be it. Break out the rum, quartermaster, a tot for every man. We'll drink to Timor. And we bore away across a sea where the navigation is but little known. In a boat 23 feet long from stem to stern, deeply laden with 18 men. I was happy to observe that at that moment almost everyone seemed better satisfied with his situation than myself. A condition which unfortunately was not long to exist.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Charles Lawton in The Revenge of Captain Bligh. Tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Hap, have you had your car checked for spring?
Well, no, I haven't, Harlow.
Well, now's the time, and while you're at it, make sure you get those important spark plugs checked, too. They're the heart of your car's ignition system, and unless they're right, the chances are you won't get the smooth and efficient performance you should have.
Right, Harlow. I'll see my Autolite spark plug dealer tomorrow.
Sure, he's an expert on spark plug cleaning and adjustment, and if replacements are needed, he'll recommend ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, like the famous Autolite resistor spark plug, which gives smooth performance for twice as long as ordinary spark plugs.
And the resistor spark plug is only one of a complete line of ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs.
Yes, sir, Hap. So, friends, see your Autolite spark plug dealer before hitting the road for spring and summer driving. If replacements are needed, have him install a new set of those world-famous ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, either standard or resistor type. Remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Charles Lawton in Elliot Lewis's production of The Revenge of Captain Bligh, a true report, well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The remainder of Of that day and the following until noon, we made with sail 94 miles. We passed a number of islands, but did not venture to land, and so the hours passed into days. We logged our passage, 500-600 miles, always closer to England. Justice. The supply of food, meager as it was contentedly received by the crew, but we suffered great thirst. It was this thirst which nearly brought upon us a second disaster. The wet weather came upon us. First, it was a miracle from the heavens, a replenishment of our water supply. But as the seas rolled up and began to break over us, it became an agony of torment. We were never dry, not for an instant. And then one morning, after a severe blow in which we'd constantly bailed through the night, the rain stopped, the sun appeared, cold and wintry.
Water and bread rations.
It's a misery, sir, all those islands lying so close and we can't put in for provisions.
I know, Mr. Hayward. I may tell you I've thought of it often. The temptation is great, but we must go on.
It's an odd thing, sir. A few days ago I didn't mind. I don't think the men did either. The scanty bread rations. But since that rain, I feel as though there were hot poker in my stomach, sir.
Prolong our lives with such as we have, Mr. Hayward, is preferable. This is our duty.
Salt! The water's salt!
Yeah, what's this?
Water's turned salt in the cask, Captain.
That's another drop, lads. Don't swallow a drop. Let me see. Wow. Throw it overboard.
Must have happened last night, sir. Those waves breaking over us.
Try the next cask. They can't all have spoiled. Salt. An ocean of salt about us and in the boat. In the precious water casks. Not a gill fit to drink. An ocean of salt. Now the sky was cloudless. We endured this state for 2 days. On the third, Able Seaman Hall approached me in the stern. I was readily apprised of what was to come by observing the furtive expressions on the faces of half a dozen or so of the men near him.
Captain?
What is it, Hall? Your station is forward.
Beg permission to speak to the captain, sir.
Permission granted.
Me and some of the men, sir, we've been talking. Them islands we passed a day ago, and more on the lee horizon. We respectfully request you to put in for water afore we all perish from thirst.
No.
Sir.
My answer, Able Seaman Hall, is no. All of you. Do I have to remind you again of Tafora, of Jonathan Norton? There are clouds building up to the north. Perhaps in a few hours we shall have rain.
And if we don't, Captain?
Then we'll wait. The rains will come again. In the meantime, we will wait.
Wine, then, Captain. We've still got the wine. Give us a sup of that.
Mr. Hallett.
Aye, sir.
Fetch me those wine bottles.
Aye, sir.
The wine will remain by my side. Whosoever desires to partake of it without my express orders will do so at his own peril. Do I make myself clear? Able Seaman Hall, the interview is over. You may return to your station.
Captain, you... Aye. Sir.
I was apprehensive, to say the least. One calamity we had endured aboard the Bounty. And here, I could see dark stirrings again. It was Hall who was the ringleader, and it was he that I should have to watch most closely. Beside the boat watch, I set another in the stern, between Midshipmen Hallett, Hayward, Mr. Samuel the clerk, and myself. A watch to prevent mutiny. Providence smiled upon us the next day, and the rain fell in torrents. We replenished our supply, but equally were nearly swamped by the deluge. In the afternoon, we saw many birds about us, boobies and noddies, but none alighted to nourish us by their presence. In that great expanse of sea, distance was measured by sameness. It might have been 1,000 miles we had sailed, or 10,000. By my reckoning, we were now approaching the coast of New Holland. Our appearance was shocking, and several of my people were half dead. I resolved, therefore, to risk all and make a landing on one of the New Holland group, if such it was. This, a day and a half later, we did, without incident.
It's a very small island, sir. There's not much here, I'm afraid.
Did you see a sign of natives?
No, sir.
Then we are at least fortunate in that.
The men found some oysters, sir. They're bringing them in now. That's about all. Oh, a few berries.
Very good, Mr. Hayward. Now listen to me, you, Mr. Hallett, and you, Hayward. We can't remain here. If once the men accustom themselves to this place, we shall have great difficulty in making them return to the boat.
I know, sir, but don't you think a few days...
I do not. A few days and we shall have lost the will to continue on. There is a goal to be reached, Timor. A settlement where the processes of law may be effected. I purposely chose this island in the hope that it was not inhabited. But over there, from there may come the danger.
It, too, may be uninhabited.
And if it is not, these natives are a seafaring people. You have not perhaps seen their canoes, Mr. Hallett. Take my word, we are even now more than likely observed. No, we must get underway before sunset.
Captain Bligh. Captain.
What is it, quartermaster? When are the rest of the men?
They say they aren't coming, sir. They'll take their chances here rather than the boat again.
They say that?
Yes, sir.
Take me to them, Mr. Hallett. Mr. Hayward, the cutlasses, if you please. Follow me. I have ordered you into the boat. I repeat that order.
Captain, we can't. We're off dead, sir.
Able Seaman Hall, step forward. Forward! I am determined to preserve my command or die. Mr. Hallett, give this man a cutlass. Neither he nor any other man will cheat me of the justice which I will have. I have lived this long with that purpose. Hold. One or the other of us will have his way.
You'll kill me.
That is exactly what I intend to do. I'm obliged, Mr. Hallett. Now, Hall, defend yourself.
It ain't fair. I ask you, is it fair?
No, it is not fair. Pick up your cutlass, man.
Have mercy. Mercy, Captain.
You nasty little beetle. Get into the boat before I cut your ears off. The whole lot of you. Now. I had maintained discipline, but at what risk I did not know. The men had laughed at Hall's discomfiture, but I knew that unless our lot was soon bettered, their laughter might soon turn to growling. For the next few days, however, I must admit that I was pleased with their renewed confidence, all except for able Seaman Hall, who upon occasion cast glances which were laden with villainy. His last attempt to defeat my purpose occurred in the early gray morning, 39 days since the mutiny on the Bounty. I awoke from restless sleep to discover Hall, who had the watch, tearing at a booby bird which he had a moment ago captured. You! Hall! You foul, excuse my humanity. We are to share and share alike. I will not stand for any more. You think that I do not suffer as you, all of you? I thirst and hunger. I brought you more than 3,000 miles in this twig. We are alive. In 2 days, maybe, we should reach Timor. I have lived to see justice done. It will be done. I have lived because it is my duty to bring you men who have been loyal to me to safety. This, too, will be done. Do you hear me? Mr. Hayward, you will divide the bird amongst the men, equal shares. The blood will be given to the weakest, Ledward, LeBogue, and Nelson, and a dollop of rum to the rest. I remember that last day, the day that we sighted the island of Timor. I did not know where the Dutch settlement was situated, but had a faint idea that it was the southwest part of the island. I decided to make for that point.
If it's inland, sir, or even slightly hidden from view, Captain, we may pass the settlement, never know.
Sure. The winds and currents are unfavorable. We may be blown further out to sea. I beg of you, let us put in now. Regain our strength before we go on to the settlement.
Break out the oars. We shall keep her on course with the oars.
No, Captain, no.
The oars! Sir, hold your tongue, Mr. Hayward. I've already given the order. We land at the settlement and at no other place. was at daybreak of the next day that we came to a grapnel off a small fort and town which I later learned was Kupang, Dutch settlement of Timor. Among the things which the boatswain had thrown into the boat before leaving the Bounty was a bundle of signal flags and the Union Jack. These I now had hoisted in the main shrouds as a signal of distress, for I did not think it proper to land without leave. So ended our voyage.
Captain Bligh returned to England and saw that his justice was done. Some few of the Bounty mutineers were captured. 4 of them were hanged, 2 convicted, then later pardoned, and 4 others acquitted of the charges against them. Concerning the remainder, led by Fletcher Christian, they were never apprehended. However, their descendants may be found in person, living a now peaceful life on Pitcairn Island, deep in the wide latitudes of the Pacific Ocean. Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Charles Lawton.
This is Harlow Wilcox for Autolite, the world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. In 28 plants from coast to coast, the men and women of Autolite build over 400 fine products for cars, trucks, tractors, planes, boats, and industry. Autolite contributes its manufacturing experience and skills to the fields of transportation, electronics, agriculture, die casting, and plastics. The Autolite name is famous all over the world for products of unsurpassed quality and performance. In service, too, Autolite facilities are worldwide. Wherever you travel, you'll find trained experts prepared to serve your technical needs. So, for superior products, always look for the name Autolite, because from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
Next week, the terrifying story of a double murder and the woman who became involved in this criminal activity. It's called Weekend Special Death. Our star, the First Lady of Suspense, Miss Agnes Moorehead. That's next week on Suspense. The Revenge of Captain Bligh was written for Suspense by Anthony Ellis. Suspense is transcribed and directed by Elliot Lewis, with music composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Featured in tonight's cast were Ben Wright, William Johnstone, Charles Davis, Joseph Kearns, Anthony Ellis, and Larry Thor. And remember, next week, Miss Agnes Moorehead in Weekend Special Death.
You can buy Autolite standard or resistor-type spark plugs, Autolite Stay Full batteries, or Autolite original service parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealer. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
Many people in Europe and Asia are still suffering from lack of food. $10 will send 21 pounds of nourishment to a starving family. Mail your contribution to CARE, New York. This is the CBS Radio Network. Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you Mr. Peter Lawford in tonight's presentation of
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents a classic study of suspense, a new dramatization of one of the most terrifying stories ever written. Wilkie Collins, A Terribly Strange Bed. Our star, Mr. Peter Lawford.
Harlow, What is so wonderful as a day in June?
Why, world-famous Autolite spark plugs, of course, Hap.
What?
I said world-famous Autolite spark plugs are tops, Hap, because they're ignition-engineered, designed and built by ignition experts to give the best performance money can buy. That's why Autolite spark plugs are specified as original equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars, trucks, and tractors.
But what do spark plugs have to do with June?
Why, Hap, June is the perfect time to get your car tuned up, to get the spark plugs checked for summer driving. So, friends, see your Autolite spark plug dealer soon. He's a specialist on spark plug cleaning and adjustment for all makes of cars. And if replacements are needed, he will install ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, either resistor or standard type, best suited to your car and your style of driving. Remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite presents Mr. Peter Lawford in Wilkie Collins' story, A Terribly Strange Bed, hoping once again to keep you in suspense.
Shortly after my education at college was finished, I happened to be staying in Paris with an English friend. We were both young men and lived, I'm afraid, rather a wild life in the city of our sojourn, and thus had probed the various refined pleasures suitable to our class, and searched for others less elegant. Searched for them in the neighborhood of the Palais Royal, which lies covertly against the dark River Seine, and from each closed doorway the small echoings of small promises.
That one, Henry. That doorway there.
Oh, you're drunk, Gerald.
Pleasantly, exquisitely, modestly, delicately am I drunk. And therefore...
Therefore what, Gerald?
The doorway I have suggested and the word Frascati painted on it. Noble word, noble mysteries.
I've been there.
Oh, sly and traitorous friend. You have been there. And alone, slyly, and without me.
And it has a ghastly kind of respectability. 5 franc respectability, and it would not amuse me. Come along, Gerald.
Come along, Gerald. That's it, Gerald. You're coming along very nicely.
What I want, Gerald...
Oh, what you want, Henry. Want and you shall find. Want and you shall find.
What I want is somewhere where we can see a little genuine blackguard, poverty-stricken gaming, with no false gingerbread glitter thrown all over it.
No gingerbread for my friend. Thank you very much.
A place not fashionable, not respectable. A place of evil, perhaps. And of emotions I've never known. Oh, Gerald, come along.
Gerald will not come along. Gerald is content here.
Look, listen to me.
Gerald is content here to lean his weariness and his search against this doorway. Against...
Gerald! The door had flung open behind him, and Gerald had fallen flat on his back, and for a while laughed, then with my help got up. And Gerald laughed no longer. For the room, the gaming room, was tragedy. Mute, weird tragedy. And the quiet in the room, horrible. And the people of the room, a thin, haggard, long-haired young man whose sunken eyes fiercely watched the turning up of the cards and never spoke. The flabby, fat-faced, perspiring player who registered on a pasteboard how often black won and how often red, and never spoke. The dirty, wrinkled old man with the vulture eyes and the darned greatcoat who had lost his last sou and still looked on desperately, and never spoke. The voice of the croupier.
Red and black, make your bets. Red and black.
The voice of the croupier, dull, thick in the atmosphere of the room. We had entered on a laugh, but the spectacle before us was something to weep over. I'd found it. The pleasure I searched, I'd found it.
Henry.
Yeah?
Your eyes. The look in them.
Yes?
It's what you wanted, isn't it? The place of evil and of emotions you'd never...
I want to play.
Of course you do.
Come then.
Red and black, make your bets. Red and black, your bets. Red and black, your bets.
1,000 francs on black.
Black wins.
Leave it. All of it black.
Henry.
Shh, wait.
Black wins.
Leave it. All of it black.
Henry.
Yes.
This is a passion in you.
No, not a passion. Idle amusement. Yes, only amusement. Wait.
Black.
All of it. All of it red. This time red.
Oh, not passion, then intoxication, perhaps.
Yes, intoxication. As I have never known it, intoxication. Yes.
Which has become red. Red wins.
All of it red. And 10,000 more.
Oh, which has become passion.
Which has become passion.
Red wins.
Now, the black croupier.
Black.
Oh, permit me, sir. Permit me to restore to their proper place the 2 coins which were dropped. There, in their proper place. 1,000 francs.
A tall man, and quite fat, pinched into a frogged and braided surtout. A man of goggling, bloodshot eyes, mangy moustaches, and a broken nose. And the dirtiest pair of hands I ever saw. Yet in the mad excitement, his look, his hands, held no repelling influence on me. For now, in the mad excitement, in the reckless triumph, I was ready to accept even such as he.
What wonderful luck is yours, sir. I pledge you my word of honor as an old soldier. In the course of my long experience in this sort of thing, never, but never, have I seen such luck as yours.
Thank you.
Go on, sir. Boldly, handsomely, break the bank.
I assure you, sir, I have every intention...
Do it then, sir. Go on, break the bank. Oh, my gallant English comrade, boldly, break the bank.
All of it. Black. And I did go on. Went on at such a rate that in an hour...
Gentlemen, the bank has discontinued for tonight.
In an hour of a kind of ecstasy I'd never known. All the notes and all the gold in the bank now lay in a heap under my hands. The whole floating capital of the gambling house under my hands, waiting to pour into my pockets.
No.
No?
No?
No, not in your pockets, sir. For no breeches pockets whatever sold could hold such heavy winnings.
Well, then how...
May I take your pocket handkerchief, sir? Thank you. Tie it up, sir. Tie it up in your handkerchief, as we used to tie up a bit of dinner in the army. Shovel it in. Now then, sir. 2 tight double knots each way, with your permission. And the money's safe.
Thank you.
Feel it, sir. Hard and round as a cannonball. Feel it. Champagne, sir. I will buy you champagne.
No, thank you,
Well, for your friend, then.
For Henry's friend, then.
Amiable, gracious Englishman. Champagne! Champagne for the friend, the conqueror of the bank, and for me. Come, sirs, to my table. I am Fabian Nero, gallant sirs. And you?
Henry Calder. And this is my friend, Gerald Titchener.
Henry, Gerald, Fabian. Lovely. Henry, Gerald.
Thank you.
Henry and Gerald.
Fabian. We are friends, aren't we?
To have touched your sleeves, to have you seated here beside me. This old soldier's heart will burst, my eyes will weep, my hands will... the champagne. A toast, gentlemen. A toast to...
Not for me, please.
Oh, of course not for you. Gerald and I, then.
You and Gerald, Fabian.
A toast to the goddess Fortune, who embraced tonight our Henry, and smiled secretly upon him, and nestled very close. The goddess Fortune, gentlemen. An English cheer. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!
Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!
Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!
Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah! Fabian, quickly enough.
Gerald, you were tipsy before. Now you'll...
Henry, not to permit the golden blood of France to flow through the veins of this vivacious Englishman. And Gerald, your friend. Oh, shame, Henry, shame. Drink, Gerald.
Toast to France. To present company, to the croupier.
And the croupier's wife.
And the croupier's daughter. The croupier's daughters. And to ladies elsewhere. And to ladies...
I should like coffee, Fabian.
Coffee?
Coffee. For me and for Gerald. For our intoxication...
Well, coffee it shall be. Coffee! Coffee for the darling of fortune. Coffee!
The word pronounced by Fabian Nero seemed to have a magical effect on the company present. They suddenly had lost interest and all rose to depart. Probably they had expected to profit by my intoxication, by the proffering of champagne. But finding I would have none of it, had now abandoned all hope of thriving pleasantly on my winnings. Whatever their motive might be, at any rate they went away in a body. And the silence of before was now deeper than ever. Then, from a sort of vestibule at the far corner of the room, a woman appeared, bearing a tray of coffee and glasses, and walked towards us, enveloped in silence. Woman of emaciated face and burning bright eyes and wisps of colorless hair drifting across her rouged cheeks.
Your coffee, sir.
Thank you.
You will find it strong and good.
Thank you.
Strong and good, handsome sir. Here you are, sir.
Thank you, for I am parched with thirst. And it was kind of you and of Fabian, and gracious and generous.
How wise you are, Henry, to drink this coffee of Millie's, the coffee of Millie Prudhomme.
Millie Prudhomme.
Divine Millie. Beautiful Millie Prudhomme.
Oh, handsome sir. Will you have coffee?
No. Champagne, Millie. To drink your beauty.
How wiser than your friend, Gerald, to drink coffee and rid yourself of your little amiable exaltation of spirits before you think of going home. And you must, my good and gracious friend, for with all that money...
Good and gracious friend.
With all that money to take home tonight, it is a sacred duty to yourself to have your wits about you. Drink, Henry. Drink your coffee. You are known to be a winner to an enormous extent by several gentlemen present tonight who are but mortal men, sir, and have their own amiable weaknesses. Drink, Henry. Who'd surely rob and murder if you were to...
Wait.
Oh, Mr. Henry?
I'm ill. I'm very...
What?
He is ill. Very ill. I will weep.
Henry is ill and I am drunk. Millie will sob. Will you sob, Millie?
Ill. A fit of giddiness. The room whirls round and round, furiously.
Henry!
Your voice deafens me, furiously.
Oh, my dear friend, my dear friend. Madness to go home in your state. You would be robbed, murdered. You need a walking and then a sleep, and not a murdering.
A walking and then sleep, and in a safe place, Henry.
Yes, walk. Sleep.
In a safe place. The place of Millie Prudhomme. A rooming house above the game room. And the capital beds of Millie's rooming house.
I don't...
Madness to go to your own home. Sleep at Millie Prudhomme's. And tomorrow...
Go home safely with your winnings. Tomorrow. In full flow of life. And in broad daylight. Tomorrow.
Gerald.
Fabian's right, Henry. If anyone needs sleep, you surely need it.
Come then. Quickly.
Come then, quickly. I will help you. Put your arm about me. That's the dear boy.
Millie? Millie.
Yes, Gerald. Come.
In here, Henry. Here. The choicest room of Millie Prudhomme. The capital bed there. And the tasteful furnishing. And the deep sleep to be had. And the safe one. Till tomorrow, Henry.
I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, you have thanked me enough already with the exaltation of your splendid company. And that I could have been of some small service to your small malady. Oh, Millie.
Well, let me go, Gerald. Oh, handsome sir.
Oh, come, Millie. Henry wants his sleep.
Oh, the wine, Millie. The wine. Oh, Henry, Oh, Henry. Millie Prudhomme, she...
Gerald passed into his particular oblivion in the middle of a sentence. I walked over and locked the door. Then I took my money, my winnings wrapped in a handkerchief, and placed beneath the pillow of my bed. I lay down. My senses still swam, and I looked up at the heavily brocaded canopy, and it seemed to move. Somehow to move. And for an instant I thought, this was a terribly strange bed.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Peter Lawford in Wilkie Collins' A Terribly Strange Bed. Tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Well, Harlow, vacation time's nearly here.
Yes, Hap, but not for spark plugs. They're the very heart of your car's ignition system. And if they're not right, the chances are you won't get smooth and efficient engine operation during summer's hot and heavy driving.
That's why now is the time to check 'em, Harlow?
Yes, Hap, and when replacements are needed, wise drivers insist on ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, like the famous Autolite resistor spark plug. That's the amazing double-life spark plug that gives top performance for twice as long as ordinary spark plugs.
And the Autolite resistor is only one of a complete line of Autolite spark plugs designed for every use. Right, Harlow?
Right, Hap. So, friends, see your Autolite spark plug dealer tomorrow for a spark plug checkup. And if you need replacements, take nothing less than ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs, either standard or resistor type. You'll be glad you did, because from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Peter Lawford in Elliot Lewis's production of A Terribly Strange Bed, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I could not sleep. Restlessness took me over, and I got out of bed. There was the dim, quiet flicker of a single candle, and next to it, a washstand. I plunged my face into the water. There was a single chair, and I sat down and tried to compose myself. Slowly, the giddiness left me. A shutter. And a window. Shutter attached by a single hinge and flapping against the side of the house. And no lock on the window. No way of locking the window.
Henry?
Gerald, are you up?
Where?
In a room. Over the gaming place. It's all right. I've locked the door. But the window, it's...
Window. And there's a window.
Listen. Did you hear? I was wide awake, and every one of my senses seemed to be preternaturally sharpened. Piano and a song I had never heard, and then behind it, the laughter. Wide awake, yet somehow the effects of whatever drug I had drunk seemed suddenly to arise again, and for an instant toy with my perception, so that I reached for the wall to steady myself lest I fall down. Leaned against the wall for support.
The jollity of the evening, Mildred, and the youth from England. Ah, dear Millie, dear Millie, dear Millie.
So it is. And Fabian, the youth and his friend, and the handkerchief now.
He's such a dear boy.
Yes.
Such a dear boy.
Yes.
He's such a dear boy. He's such a dear boy. He's such a dear boy.
The moment their voices wavered and fled, a kind of melancholy seized me. I walked over to the window and looked out. Looked out upon blackness, a swarm of blackness. No shapes definable could be made out through the gloom. except a lighter grayness of a sort, as if an abutment of some kind, I supposed. Directly across the window and somewhat below it, but how far across and to what length below I could not determine. For all purposes then, I knew only that we were above the street level in some 3 stories, and having felt the walls directly adjacent the window, I found them to be sheer. No one could enter there. I walked over to the bed and took a pillow and placed it beneath Gerald's head. The bed again, and I lay down. This bed that now I was lying upon, I must again describe to you. A 4-post bed with a regular top lined with chintz. The regular fringed valance all around. It was ridiculous now that I tried to sleep. I couldn't even close my eyes. I resolved then to beguile the tedium of my wakefulness by making inventory of every article of furniture I could see. Window, washstand, chest, chair, dressing table, picture. Upon the wall opposite the bed, a picture. A fellow in a high Spanish hat crowned with a plume of towering feathers. A swarthy, sinister ruffian, looking upward, it might be, at some tall gallows on which he was going to be hanged. Such was the picture. Another chair, candlestick, picture. It seemed to be moving. The hat had been pulled over the eyes, and there, the hat itself was gone. The hat was gone, the plumes, Was the bed moving? No. No, it was but a brief and terrible dream. How could the top of a bed move? A brief and terrible dream, trick of the eye, and the mind's going down for a moment into sleep. Yet I let my mind say it. The top of the bed had moved. Gerald, wake up.
Huh?
Open your eyes.
Now what?
Shh, quietly. Keep your voice in a quiet tone.
Why? What?
Shh, listen. Above you. Directly above you. Look, there's a picture. Do you see it?
Yes.
A minute ago, the man was wearing a hat. He was wearing a hat. Now he is not.
Oh, my friend, you're very drunk. I'm very proud of you, you fool.
Listen to me.
All right, Henry.
Where there was a hat is now a peephole, and we are being watched.
All right, Henry.
Now stay where you are, but be alert.
All right, Henry. Henry.
Yes?
What are you going to do?
Make sure of a thing.
What thing?
The bed.
What?
Keep your eye on the canopy. I'm going to lie in the bed now, Gerald, and make sure that they're not trying to murder us.
How?
By feigning sleep.
What?
By feigning sleep, Gerald, just that. Now, quiet.
Yes.
Now, I am constitutionally anything but timid. I have been on more than one occasion in peril of my life, and I have not lost my self-possession for an instant. But when the conviction settled on my mind that the bed top was actually moving, it loosed a feeling within me, foreign, laced through with terror. So I lay there, motionless, speechless, breathless. The candle spent went out, but the moonlight still brightened the room. I lay there. It descended. The whole canopy came down, close down.
Henry.
I lay there.
Henry.
Literally spellbound by what was happening.
Out of bed.
At once I could not tell whether reality was here or my imagination was taking hold.
Quickly before they...
Closer, closer.
Henry.
Gerald's voice shattered this warm sea of fascination that bound me, and I leapt from the bed.
Look, Henry.
Yes.
There, the middle of the bed top. The huge wooden screw.
Like a press, to smother me and relieve me of my winnings and then kill you.
Doctor! Mr. Calder, open! Unlock the door! Open!
The light of the morning, Gerald, and look! It comes up and through the window, across the narrow shaft. Another building. We can leap it.
Not I.
What?
No, not I. My legs are still unsteady. If I should stand up on that sill, I'd fall into space.
Then wait.
And hurry.
Yes.
Hurry! Hurry!
rest of my story is soon told. From the building next door, I reached the ground and sought police. With them, I returned, and Mr. Fabian was seized, as was Mrs. Prudhomme. The police congratulated me on my good fortune and Gerald's on his, and told us that they would probably never know how many people had been smothered in this diabolical bed. So tightly was the canopy pressed to the bed that I could not retrieve my money. The mechanism had to be released from the room above. The police bade us go, and finding ourselves walking homeward, Gerald said to me,
I know a place where gambling is carried on at such a fever pitch that you'll be carried to the heights of excitement.
Needless to imagine, I refused to go along with Gerald. My adventure cured me of ever again trying rouge et noir as an amusement. The sight of a green cloth with packs of cards and heaps of money on it will henceforth be associated in my mind with the sight of a bed canopy descending to suffocate me in the silence and the darkness of the night.
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Peter Lawford.
Here are the results of the great $100,000 Autolite Family Charity Drawing. Over 5,200,000 entries were received for this event. Last week, the final drawing was held in New York under the supervision of a distinguished committee. Here are the names in the order of their selection. $50,000 will be distributed to the charity or charities designated by Desi L. Irish of Vallejo, California. $20,000 will go to the charity or charities designated by Lucille Foisey of Miami, Florida. $5,000 to the charity designated by Vincent W. Sisler of Howe, Indiana. $3,000 to the charity designated by Stuart Smith of Ogdensburg, New York. And $2,000 to the charity designated by L.G. Bridgewater of Kennewick, Washington. These people and 20 others who will each designate $1,000 to their favorite charities have all been notified. And now this is Harlow Wilcox wishing you a summer of safe driving with the reminder that wherever you travel, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
Next Tuesday night, June 15th, we will continue with a new series of suspense programs. At that time and through the summer, we hope that you will join us and that we will be able each Tuesday night to keep you in suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Morawick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. A Terribly Strange Bed was adapted for suspense by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, from the story by Wilkie Collins. In tonight's story, Ben Wright was heard as Gerald, Paula Winslow as Mildred, Joseph Kearns as Fabian, and Vic Perrin as the croupier.
Peter Lawford may currently be seen co-starring in the Columbia picture It Should Happen to You.
And remember, suspense continues on Tuesday nights beginning next week, at which time we will present The Earth is Made of Glass.
You can buy Autolite standard or resistor type spark plugs, Autolite Stay Full batteries, and Autolite original service parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
And now, tonight's presentation from radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tonight, the story of a man who lost his shoes And when you're suspected of murder and you've got to run for your life and the temperature is in the 90s, why then you're correct in saying it's too hot to live.
Hey, you! Freeloader!
What?
We don't sell tickets on this freight.
It was empty. I didn't think anybody'd mind.
We're slowing down for a crossing. I don't want to find you when I come back.
Where are we?
Half-mile from Marcus Junction.
Thanks.
Forget the thanks. Just beat it before somebody inquisitive starts asking questions.
Yeah, don't they always? The train rolls by slowly, and the crossing bell warns that death is here. I don't recognize it, though. I walk towards Marcus Junction, towards death. The sun is 11 o'clock high and starting to pucker the tar road. I'm heading in. Sweat is beginning to streak through the old suntan uniform, and my shoes are sucking tar every time I lift them. The sole of one boot busts loose and starts flapping against the road. That's bad. A drifter needs a good pair of shoes, and I'm on the drift. Marcus Junction. No different than any 1,000 others like it. About a mile square of small buildings all pasted together. I walk a couple of blocks without finding a shoemaker. The town is almost empty this Saturday morning. And then a door opens ahead of me, and a big man steps out. Really big, both ways. Big high and big wide. He's wearing steel-rimmed glasses screwed up tight above the pug nose of his round face, and 6 full inches of hat brim circle the pink flesh like a halo.
Why, good morning, son. My name's Benjamin. Benjamin Martin.
Good morning, Mr. Martin. Could you tell me...
Benjamin, son. Call me Benjamin. That's the handle that shakes this pump. Yeah. What's yours, boy?
Jeff Casey.
Jeffrey or Jefferson?
Jefferson.
Jefferson. That's a good name.
Now, don't think I'm changing the subject, but where could I get this fixed, Benjamin?
Huh? Well, pretty socks.
They are at that. But who'll take care of this shoe?
Yeah. I'm going down to Stacy's for a Coke. Shoe fixer's right next door. Come along, Jefferson.
As we turn, I see his left side, gun holstered high up on his hip, and the gold star with the word sheriff glinting in the sunlight.
Still wearing your old army clothes. I hear those duds wear like iron. You just throw them away when they start to rust.
The uniforms wear forever. These have seen their last war.
Well, what were you in, boy?
Air Corps. Captain. Pretty uniform, sweet pay, and lots of respect.
Yeah. You miss it, Jefferson?
Maybe I do.
What are you looking for now?
I'm not looking for anything, just living, more or less.
Yeah, a man ought to find more to do with his life than that.
It's all the same to me. I could die today, and it wouldn't make any difference to me. Or anyone else.
You got a bad taste in your mouth, but you'll spit it out someday. Hey, how do you like this weather? If it gets any warmer, it'll be almost too hot to live. In a manner of speaking, you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, here's a shoe repair. I'll be next door. Leave your shoes and waddle in on them pretty socks of yours. I'll buy you a drink. Coke or coffee?
The shoemaker tells me that my shoes will take a couple of hours, so I start next door to join Benjamin. I don't know, maybe I'm feeling pretty good, but I pull an old schoolboy trick of mine. I take off my socks, roll them up, and throw them on the counter with my shoes. Then I walk outside to feel the cool, shaded cement trickle up through the bottom of my bare feet. Through the store window next door, I see the 4 people in the restaurant. Benjamin waves for me to come in. Inside the entrance, a blond sliver of a man who's showing about 3 inches of wrist and shin bone below the edges of his clothes. The squat, moon-faced grill man has his pop eyes focused intently on the argument. His flabby hands, purple red from too much hot soapy water and frying grease, make fluttering passes at a fly.
Now look, I want you to get out of here once and for all.
I go in, brushing past the argument, walk over to Benjamin, and sit on the next stool.
I shall return. Though she's
Hi,
scary,
Jefferson.
I must
Hi, Benjamin. Came for the coffee.
In a minute. Rachel's about finished.
And all her sins must find her out. She's a Jezebel and kin only to the devil.
Yeah. You'll find it on the menu next week. Now find yourself a street corner and get it out of your system.
You are bad. Bad beyond all hope.
See you around, Pop. I don't hope.
The girl plays rough.
Well, that's just Rachel's way, Jefferson. Yeah, I see you lean to bare feet.
What's your friend having, Buster?
Benjamin, Rachel, Benjamin. Maybe smart to tack nicknames on people, but my folks figured me for a Benjamin, and I like it that way.
Sure, Buster. What'll it be, soldier?
A black coffee, lady. And don't let the uniform throw you. I'm no soldier anymore. The Hollywood line of her mouth twists up into a lopsided kind of inviting grin as she turns to get the coffee. I watch the dark shadows that follow the rippling lines of her uniform when she moves. Rachel is quite a woman. All woman.
Coffee, barefoot. Like you, soldier. Hey, your friend's real pretty, Buster.
Yeah, you think everybody's pretty.
Oh, but he's a doll. You be around long, soldier?
Long enough to get my shoes fixed, Rachel. Rachel. That name doesn't go with you.
It's a name. Too bad you're moving on so soon. New faces are scarce around here. Especially one like yours.
Well, I got some lauding for us. Will I see you before you go, Jefferson?
I'll find you, Benjamin.
Do that, boy. Eee, I'm afraid to face that heat out there. Now, you behave yourself, Rachel.
Yeah, swell.
You, like playing it tough?
Under it all beats a heart of gold. Tell me what it's like in the world outside, soldier.
Hey, Rachel, why don't you put up some more coffee?
Tend to your bacon, lover. I got company.
Your boyfriend?
Lover boy there? No, that's Kenny. He's keeping company with a hot grill.
You oughtn't to talk about me like that, Rachel. It's not right.
Well, then don't bother me while I'm with my friends. Hey, soldier, I'm off about now. Let you and me go out to carnival for a couple hours, huh?
You let her alone. Don't go with her, you hear?
Yeah, I hear, Kenny. I'd like to, Rachel, but how do I go barefoot?
Oh, forgot.
Got any other ideas?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I live upstairs over this greasy spoon. Let's go up and mix ourselves something cool while we wait for your shoes.
You can't do that. It isn't nice. It don't look right.
Don't it? Let's go, Rachel.
Oh, don't. You can't. I'll stop you.
Go hash some potatoes, lover. My arm, soldier?
No, Rachel. I'll get someone to tend here. I'll come right up.
You do, and I'll barbecue you on your own grill.
We go out, and my feet scruff over the shaded pavement as we pass through the doorway on the left. I follow her up a flight of stairs and into a small box-like apartment. Living room, bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom.
Be it ever so humble, this is home.
Let's kick out a wall or something.
The windows don't help much, but the drinks will.
Why do you have to lean into the kitchen? Why not just walk in?
Fresh varnish on the floor. The heat don't let it dry. It's a long reach for a long drink.
It's a long day.
There you go, soldier.
Don't you believe in mixing anything with your liquor?
What for? The cubes will melt. Now, what do we drink to, soldier?
The heat.
The heat. Cools you off, don't it?
It burns its way down my stomach and explodes.
That's good, ain't it, soldier?
My pores open and the perspiration oozes down.
Here, let's have another. Don't let it wear off.
She's still talking, but I'm going numb.
Let's drink to my conscience.
Heat. No food. I shouldn't be drinking. Who cares?
You're a real cute soldier.
I'm getting
Let's drink
foggy.
down this time.
She's drifting closer. I don't know who kisses who first.
Oh, yeah, you're real
Bitter tears. Tears of loneliness and regret.
Another drink, huh? Hey!
Everything's moving around like feathers in a high wind.
Clumsy soldier, here's another glass.
And sometimes one drifts in through the fog. We're drinking. How many? I don't know. Breathing, sucking down scorching air, hot, damp waves of heat, suffocating. She's close. Can smell perfume, cheap like tin earrings. Black rolling in. Black velvet. And the shimmering heat, wavering like plucking a taut string. Wavering, wavering, wavering. There's a steady sound, sharp, smart little cracks.
All right.
I tear my eyelids apart and a flash of ceiling whirls by.
All right, come on.
A purple-red mass is coming toward my face, and when it hits... There's a sound and the ceiling moving the other way.
Now, why don't you?
Frozen kind of pain is seeping through to my brain, and I can make out a voice now.
And laugh.
I get my hand up to my face and wipe my eyes. My hand comes away wet and sticky and red.
Come on, wake up.
The
Hear me?
ugly purple mass comes.
Awake now? Swell. I got something for you.
Let me alone.
Over there, in the corner of the kitchen. See how she's lying there?
Take your hands off me.
That's how I found her. You beside her and your filthy hands still tight around her throat.
What's the matter with my hands? Sticky, wet.
That's varnish and blood. Your blood. See that knife in her hand? She cut you trying to stop you. You killed her. You killed Rachel.
He doesn't make any kind of sense. The bathroom door is open, and I stagger towards it, stepping on broken glass, pain, stinging, remembering bare feet. The open shower waiting for me. I turn the handle of the cold water and half throw myself into the shock of the cold stream. I'm coming alive. A reaction setting in. Fright. He said I'd killed her.
Hey, Sheriff! Benjamin! Hey, Benjamin, come up here! I got a dirty killer for you. That lousy friend of yours killed Rachel. Come and get him.
Kenny shouting out the window in the other room to Benjamin. I gotta get away. Gotta think. What happened? What? I get through the bathroom window, out into the glare of the sun, and my feet hit the scalding car, the marquee. I scramble across it, drop to the street. A narrow alley, and I'm running down it toward the fence that blocks off the far end. A garbage can near the fence and a woman putting something into it. I jump, reaching for the fence.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Let me go. Let go.
Pick up that garbage, you crazy.
Let go. I didn't do it.
What do you mean? I saw you kick it over. I'm not going to clean up that mess.
I didn't kill her. Take your hands off me. Why would I kill Rachel?
Why would you kill?
All right, Jefferson. Come along and tell me why you killed Rachel.
You are listening to Mr. Sam Edwards in Sam Rolfe's story, Too Hot to Live. Tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Bachelor would be completely safe was on a stag line. Usually, of course, there's no more secure terrain. But a couple of slick swindlers figure out a new wrinkle in crime, and the stag line becomes the focal point for a neat, ruthless racket. Hear the complete story of the stag line swindlers tomorrow night when CBS Radio presents the FBI in Peace and War on most of these same stations.
And now we bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Sam Edwards in Elliot Lewis's production of Too Hot to Live, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Benjamin is leading me out into the sweltering street again. The sun burns into my flesh, accusing. as if to cause the murder to flow out of my open pores. And Benjamin walks beside me again, not holding me, just talking, asking questions, which I can't answer.
Why'd you do it, son?
I didn't kill her, Benjamin. I don't remember, but I...
You don't sound sure, Jefferson. Now, don't you know?
We were drinking. I blacked out.
Drunk unconscious. You could still move around. Could do what was done in that apartment.
But I couldn't. Why would I want to do a thing like that?
Maybe you played it too rough. Maybe she tried to stop you. Cut you with a knife. Why'd you run away?
I was scared. Kenny said my hands were around her throat. Blood, varnish, heat.
Remember anything?
Rachel. Sprawled on that gummy floor. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll have to lock you up, and then I'll go back and have a good look around. Maybe I'll find something.
And if you don't...
Rachel's dead, Jefferson. It wasn't premeditated, but that don't excuse it. She's still dead.
They'll try to hang me. Why can't I remember what happened? What led to this? The sweat's rolling down Benjamin's forehead, collecting along the top of his glasses, sliding into his eyes. They smart and snap shut. He has to stop. Try to rub the sting away. I slapped at the glasses, knocking them off his face, and grabbed for his gun. His arm comes down fast, hard, chopping at my hand, numbing the arm to the shoulder, and the gun falls to the road. I run, hobbling up and down, lopsided.
Jefferson!
Trying to get away from Benjamin, from the burning and torn feet under me.
Come back. You can't get far. I'll get you anyway.
I'm running again down the burning streets, out to the end of town, toward the railroad. Now off the searing pavement. But jagged rocks and sharp brush tear at the numbed pain that is my feet. I run till my legs slide away from under me, then crawl, dragging a body that has no feeling, a dead weight that robs my arms of their strength. And finally, steel rails glisten ahead as I lay sprawled out, heart and lungs going crazy in my body. Something starts down in my chest, spreads up to my throat, spilling out of my mouth. I've had enough! An hour has passed, and the sun is moving away towards the west. No trains have passed, but it's all right. I know what I have to do now. Find Kenny, and one way or another force him to tell the truth, for he must be lying. I lick my handkerchief and wipe the dried blood off my hands and feet, comb my hair, throw away the army shirt, and move back to town. Stepping gently, I make my way up the back streets to the restaurant. Pulling my pants down low to cover as much of my bare feet as possible, I step inside. There's a stranger behind the counter.
Well, howdy.
Hi, where's everybody in this town?
Oh, most are out at the carnival. Some are looking for a killer roaming around.
I heard about him. Heard he was picked up a couple of miles out.
They got him. Good deal. You know, Rachel worked here.
Yeah, I know. Say, where's Kenny?
Oh, he's out at the Clovis place. He wanted to be the one to tell Rachel's folks about, you know.
I guess I ought to go out there and pick him up. I don't know the place too well. How do I get there?
Oh, just follow this road down. About a half mile out of town, you'll find a dirt cutoff. Can't miss the mailbox.
Thanks.
Say, if you miss him, who'll I say was asking?
Just tell him his cousin Jim was here.
Well, pleased to have met... Hey, you ain't wearing shoes. You're the one. You're the killer.
Run again. Another alley. Blistering pavement, cement ripping, and the jagged rocks again. Time is running, too. Running out. Benjamin will know where I'm going. Out to the main highway, pants pulled low and thumb up in the air. Here comes my ride. He's gotta stop. Gotta stop. Please.
Happen, Sid.
Thanks, mister. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, but I'm not going far.
I'm just going out to the Clovis farm. That's about...
I know the place. Why are you going there now?
I'm a cousin of Kenny's. I'm going to meet him out there.
Oh, I don't place you.
I'm visiting from back east.
You're not wearing shoes.
Yeah, that's a silly thing. I lost my shoes while wading barefoot in a stream. It didn't help my feet any.
What stream is that, fella?
You know the one. I don't know the name of it. It's out there in the woods.
Yeah, I think I know the one. This is the dirt road you want. House is over the rise.
Well, thanks again.
See ya.
I limp up the rising dirt path. At the top, I turn for a look at my ride. He's swinging around towards town. Benjamin will get to me, and soon. An old two-storied farmhouse rises out of the cleared fields around me. A big gray barn stands off near the house, and 2 old cars are sitting empty behind it. Kenny's got to come to one of them. I'll wait. Time still running out and away from me. Little shimmering waves of heat rise off the tin hoods of the cars. Here he comes. Now or never.
Hey, now, quiet. Quiet or I'll break your back. I want the truth, Kenny. The truth if I have to kill you for it. I didn't kill Rachel.
You did.
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. You killed her. You were crazy jealous.
No.
Yes. You came to check up. You found us drunk and you got wild. You killed her.
I didn't. I can prove it.
Prove it?
There wasn't 3 minutes between the time I left the restaurant and the time I called Benjamin. Not enough time to get up there, kill her, and bring you around.
3 minutes.
I can prove it. That's all the time. You did it. You have cut hands from her knife. Those hands were still around her throat when I came in. You killed Rachel.
And there it is. He isn't lying about the 3 minutes. That gloating smirk on his face tells me that. I had killed her. The horror of this afternoon had been for nothing. I'd tried to save my life. Instead, I'd proven myself guilty. Tied the rope finally and for all time around my neck.
Shoot him. Don't just stand there. Shoot. He's the man who killed your daughter.
He stands there watching, the gaunt sliver of a man with shins and freshly scarred wrists exposed below the edges of his clothing. A double-barrel shotgun is cradled in his arms, but he just looks at me, a wild fire striking out of the black pupils of his eyes.
Shoot him! He killed your daughter! He killed Rachel!
So, you're her father. I thought it was a nickname.
She was no daughter of mine. She was born to me, and I named her Rachel from the Bible. But she was the daughter of Satan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clovis.
Shoot him! Because of him, Rachel is dead.
She turned away from me. But within me, the voice was strong. I followed her, begging, reading to her from the book, to the place where she lived, where she worked. But she turned me away with curses.
I'm sorry. I was drunk, crazy.
In that apartment, the stench of drink like an evil cloud. You lying there, drunk with a devil's fever.
You were there. Shut up, you crazy old fool.
She took a knife to drive me out. These scars on my wrist, vile words, attacked me. And it came to me like a voice from on high. I knew what I must do.
You killed her. It wasn't me. It was you.
Now, you did it. You couldn't keep your mouth shut.
You knew he did it, Kenny. You tried to make me believe that I'd been the one. Why?
You and tramps like you. Always keeping her from me. Coming along every time.
I couldn't know this, Kenny.
You didn't care. You laughed at me, made Rachel laugh at me. I passed the old man when I went up. I knew as soon as I walked into the room.
And you tried to blame it on me.
Why not? It wasn't the crazy old goat who killed her. It was you and men like you. She would have married me. But you and your kind came along. I hate you. You did kill her. And you'll die for it. Give me the gun, old man.
Oh, no, Kenny, not now.
Turn around, soldier. Turn around and see it when it happens.
Put up your gun, Kenneth.
No. No! Out!
All right, Jefferson. We'll go home now.
The sun is moving down low in the skies, and a cool, light breeze has come up from somewhere. I'm leaning back on the front seat beside Benjamin, breathing deeply, evenly, feeling the goodness of just living seep through. In the back seat, old man Clovis sits, staring ahead, not even aware of the blanket-wrapped body of Kenny lying on the floor at his feet.
If you hadn't been so eager to run, I could have saved your feet a lot of wear. I knew you weren't a murderer, son.
You knew?
Sure, I went back to the apartment. The whole story's there in the varnish on the kitchen floor. No marks of bare feet around the body, but lots of hobnailed boot prints. You cut your hand on broken glass in the living room. It bled.
And I was running.
Yes. Yeah. For a man who don't care whether he lives or dies, you sure got lots of jackrabbit in your legs.
What a day. It's been quite a day, Benjamin.
Sure's been a scorcher, ain't it? Glad to see the sun going down. You know, on a day like this, it's almost too hot to live.
Don't say that, Benjamin. It never gets that hot.
Suspense, in which Sam Edwards was starred in Too Hot to Live. Next week, the story of a woman who had a strange visitor, a man who wanted to spend a day with her, just waiting until her husband got home from work so that he could kill him. It's called The Tip. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliot Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Too Hot to Live was written for Suspense by Sam Rolfe. In tonight's story, Sam Edwards was heard as Jefferson and Paul Frees as Benjamin. Featured in the cast were Mary Jane Croft, Lee Millar, Junius Matthews, Charles Calvert, Herb Butterfield, and Gene Wood. And remember, next week, Carl Abrams' play The Tip. The tragic story of an unidentified boy hit by a car after hitching a ride on the back of a truck is told tomorrow night on CBS Radio's 21st Precinct. Police of the 21st Precinct tracked down the boy's identity through his sweater marked Red Tigers. Before they're through, even case-hardened cops have to swallow hard to keep back tears. Don't miss 21st Precinct tomorrow night on most of these same stations. He really clicks against criminals, Crime Photographer, on the CBS Radio Network.